We have any butterflies right now? Yeah, butterflies fluttering a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed before we came out here and Zoe was standing back there and she kind of just took a nice deep breath. Like that, you know, the kind where you breathe into your stomach. I said, I recognize that breath. That's the breath you take when you want the wings on the butterflies to stop flapping a little bit. Yeah. All right, so let's maybe start with your favorite sport. Because I know most of you guys play multiple sports, right? So maybe let's go down the line and let's start with you, Zoe. Your favorite sport.
I have two. I love soccer and basketball.
Okay. Well, you got to pick one.
Oh
Because
gosh.
because that's what we do as parents is say, pick one. Pick one sport. Play that sport. I'm just kidding. You don't have to pick.
Oh, okay.
All right.
My favorite sport is baseball.
Baseball.
My favorite sport is running track.
Running track. Okay.
My favorite sport is basketball.
Basketball. All right. Now, what's your favorite team?
The Lakers.
Who's your favorite player?
LeBron James.
You know, there's also something to be said for children and their honesty. Okay? So tell me, what is it about the sport that you guys play that makes it so enjoyable for you? Like, what got you into playing sports in the first place? How about you?
What got me into playing sports was watching sports and looking at you, LeBron, Steph Curry, and all of those players.
All right, and so when you watched us play, was that something that you felt like kind of did what, sparked your imagination? You wanted to?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. And how about you with track?
What got me into running
Yeah,
track
Yeah.
was my coaches. They made me happy. They believed that I can do it. I believe in myself. I'm an asthmatic, but I keep going. So I be watching the three girls that run in USA Special Olympics. I watch them run, so I think I can do it too.
Now, what are some of the things that the coaches would say to you that for you to believe that they believe in you? What are some of the things that they would say?
They'll tell me, you can do it, you can do it. And then when everybody claps, I just feel excited. I know I can do it. And then they say I hear somebody call my name, I know I can hear them when I'm running. So I
It
just
gives
take
you extra
off.
push.
Yes.
Yeah. And how about you? What got you into playing baseball and being a pitcher? Right?
My dad got me into playing. Because my brother started playing, and then I wanted to play too, so he helped me and teach me how to pitch and how to hold grips on the ball. And that got me into playing baseball.
Now, what is it about being on a pitcher's mound that you think you enjoy the most?
Probably all the attention is on you. And you pretty much set a tone for the game and for your team by pitching and throwing good. So you do good for the rest of the game.
Did you ever think about the responsibility that comes along with that?
Not really. I just pitch and play for my team.
Good. And Zoe, how about you?
I started playing sports because my dad was the coach, so he got me into it. And I wanted something to do in my free time, and sports I've always loved it, so that's why I did it.
One of the things we're talking about out back is the challenges of playing a sport, going to school, and then also being knowledgeable about how to operate your mobile device. You're a straight A student.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, I'm assuming everybody else here on the panel is doing great in school as well. What are your grades looking like? Straight A's?
Straight A's.
Straight A's.
Not straight A's.
Okay, so I didn't have straight A's either, man. You talking A's and B's?
Yeah. That's still good.
Yeah. C?
No.
All right, let's see. All right, see, I had a C in geometry because, you know, I had to really work to pull it up. Now, let's talk a little bit about expectations. When you go out there and play, you know, whose expectations are you finding yourself trying to live up to? Anybody can jump on that.
My parents.
Your parents? How so? Talk to me a little bit more about that.
Like, can you say the question again?
Like when you play, you have expectations that you want to live up to. Right? Whose expectations are you trying to live up to?
I say my parents because they really strive me to play sports, and I really want to make them proud.
And how do you feel you do that? When you go out there and you perform well, does it matter whether you win or you lose?
Yeah, it kind of does, but also I just have fun.
Yeah, but I mean for you, not for your parents. You know your parents are going to love you no matter what, right? I mean, yeah, you know, it's hard. I mean, it's hard sometimes to understand. It's like, I have to win this game or my mom's just going to just like, no, we're going to love you no matter what, right? But like for you and how you feel, do you feel like whether you win or whether you lose, you have a, you know, I really let my mom down in a situation. Is that something that you guys struggle with a little bit? No?
Much.
You're good?
I'm good.
Okay. Everybody else?
Maybe sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. If you've been working on the pitch with your pops, you've been working on that changeup. Because he said his curveball is nasty. You say, I got to work on my changeup. Right?
Yeah.
And so if you get out there, you've been working on your changeup, and all of a sudden you throw your changeup, but that changeup is not placed where you want it to be placed, and all of a sudden it's a home run out the park. What's the first thing you think of?
The first thing I think of run track is my mom, my coaches, my friends, because they the one that told me, I hope we win. I want you to win. I want to go. I don't want silver, none of that. But, and I just think about my mom. She want me to win. She want me to bring home gold medals and stuff. So when some kids say to me when they race me, I'm gonna beat you, I'm gonna beat you. And then I just ignore it. And then when we start racing, he shoots the gun, I just take off and I win.
So when's the last time you won silver?
When I was in snowshoeing.
Okay. And then how did you feel when you won silver? Were you excited? Were you upset? I mean, what was it?
I was upset because I don't want no silver.
What did you do with that silver medal?
I put it on my grandma's picture.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And what about you? You could throw your change up, it's over the plate, you take a yard. Now what?
I just felt like I let my team down and my parents down because they've been teaching me all this time, and then I just gave up a home run.
How do you block that out, right? Because I'm assuming when you start, you have those expectations within you, right? That pressure within you. But when you go out and perform, as you guys know, it can't have a home there when you're playing, right? So how do you block that out? How do you quiet that noise and go out and just play?
I just have fun with my team and just play the game that I love.
How about you, Zoe?
I try to focus on what I'm doing, and I try to think ahead, like when I get the ball, what I'm gonna do next, and that just kind of zones it out for me.
And you have a brother, right?
Yes.
You and your brother compete all the time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Who's a better shooter?
Oh, well, me, obviously.
Who's a better student?
Me.
It's not a competitive family at all. Competitive. Now, what about dreams? Like, where do you see yourself? Right? right? What is your ultimate dream? If you sit here right now and say, Kobe, you know, in 15 years, this is where I want to be. This is what I'm doing. What is it?
NBA.
NBA. All right. You're playing for the Lakers. Of course. Could be anything.
I want to be a beautician.
Okay. All right.
I want to go to college and play in the pros.
Okay.
I want to be a doctor.
You're a doctor. All right. Now, what important values do you think you're learning from playing sports that'll help you achieve these dreams? What are some of the things that you're learning?
Working with others, with your friends, and also learning valuable skills by maybe eating healthy.
Okay. What about you guys? What are some of the valuable things that you guys are learning from the sports that you guys are playing?
Probably the same thing.
Now, what do you guys do after you've had a tough loss, right? A tough loss. What do you do?
I will get back up and keep going.
Get back up and keep going. And Zoe, how about you?
I think about what I could have done better, and then I realize that I can't go back and change it, so I just focus on what's next.
Focus on what's next. It's a great way to live, actually. And I know you were doing some homework before your World Series match, right? I mean, you were studying the batters.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to talk a little bit about that? How your coach prepared you for that?
Oh yeah, our coach told us to to study the batters on the team, to see what they like to do, like how they like to hit and how to pitch towards them. So we studied that night or the night before, and we see how what they hit and what they don't hit.
You felt that made a big difference for you, right?
Yeah.
Right. It's funny because I coach my daughter's basketball team, and when I first started coaching, what a lot of people said is don't give them high-level information because they're just kids. They can't process that high-level information. And I think we vehemently disagree with that, right? You want to be able to have the high-level information so you can process it at an early age and improve much faster, right? Because you're learning that information at an earlier age, right? Now, let's talk about injuries. Been you guys dealt with injuries? Yeah.
When I was snowshoeing, and it was really cold that day when it was snowing. And I remember my coach, and she had tightened my little snowshoes up on my feet because it was hard because the ice was getting stuck in it. And then when it was our turn, it was all girls got around all the way around. And then I took off, and then that's when my snowshoe and my shoe came off with the snowshoe. And then my sock came off with it. I was like, oh my God. And I just kept trying to, and I was trying to run with, I tried to hop and run on one foot. And then that man was like, you forgot your shoe, you forgot your shoe. And I was like, I'm gonna keep going, forget it.
Determined. How about you? You dealt with injuries yet?
No, sir,
No?
I haven't. It's probably because I
God.
wear the proper equipment.
Nikes, no doubt. Contracts in the mail. What about pitching? I mean, throwing a curve takes a toll on shoulders, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think when I was 10, I hurt my elbow because I think I threw a curve and then it was sore, so I had to go to the doctor. And I couldn't throw for a couple of weeks. And then after that, I hurt my wrist because I slipped and then I landed on my hand. And then my wrist, I don't know what happened, but we didn't go to the doctors. We just let it go, and then I could pitch like a month later.
Okay, what did you do? When you had those 2 weeks off, how did you feel those weeks? Because I would imagine you're used to pitching and playing every day, right?
It's kind of boring because you couldn't do anything at practice. You could just sit there and you couldn't throw, you couldn't practice with your team.
Yeah. Yep. How about you? Have you had injuries?
I had a broken ankle and a concussion before my state tournament.
Oi,
Yeah.
man. All right. That's unfortunate. So what happened?
I had to sit on the sidelines and watch my team play without me.
Did you guys win?
No, we didn't. I know.
So then what do you say to yourself, right? So like on the ride home after that, are you sad? Are you motivated? What's going on?
I'm motivated. I'm motivated that I want to get better as soon as I can so I can help my team get to state again or wherever we're going.
Yeah. And when the injury happened, when you broke your ankle, first of all, how did you break your ankle?
I was playing soccer and we were playing a boys team and I got sandwiched. So one was on this side of me and the other was on this side and they just kind of went in and collided and that's how I broke my ankle.
Did you know it as soon as you did it?
I did not know it. I went probably 2 weeks and I felt pain on it, but I didn't think anything of it. And that's when we went to the doctor and they said it was broken.
And then when you got the news, then what?
It was actually during my tournament season, so I didn't get to play my tournaments for soccer either. So I didn't get to go to a lot either because they were out of town. But I just got to hear about my team and how they did and that I wasn't there. And that
How's your
hurt.
ankle feel now?
Say that again?
How's your ankle feel now?
It feels great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Now, I'm going to ask you guys a somewhat of a weird question. All right? But bear with me. If there was something, barring an injury, right? So we're going to exclude the injury. If there was something that could get you to retire from playing sports right now, what would it be?
Like what sports?
Whatever sport you choose. If you're not going to play sport anymore, I'm done.
I really don't want to pick one, but I pick snowshoeing.
Snowshoeing, you say, I'm not going to do the snowshoeing thing. My shoe came out one time, I'm done.
Because it's snowing, it's ice and it's cold.
Yeah. So the cold will say, you know what, I'm done. I'm retiring from this thing. I'm not doing it. I don't blame you. What about you?
Baseball because of my grades.
Because
If my
your
grades
grades.
are really low. If my grades are really low.
So if your grades are low, you would retire. It seems like your mom would force you to retire if your grades were low. Yeah? Zoe, how about you?
I'd quit volleyball.
Yeah, you quit volleyball, and then why?
I just don't love it as much as I love the other sports
So your favorite sport is basketball?
and soccer.
Try. So what could get you to retire or force you to retire from playing soccer or basketball?
I don't know. Not a lot of things make me tired of those two sports.
Yeah, it's a complicated question. How about you? Baseball?
What can make me retire?
Yes.
Nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, that's the same answer I probably would have given. All right, and so as you guys move on from here, my advice to you is remember that there's no secret formula. There's no magic wand, right? If you want to get better, the more you do it, the better you get, right? And there'll be a lot of things, a lot of obstacles, be it injury or teammates or bad coaches. And fortunately for you guys, it sounds like you guys have all had great coaching experiences. The same cannot be said for a lot of children, which is why we're here. But to keep on going, put one foot in front of the other and work every single day and not get discouraged. When I was 13, I had dreams of playing in the NBA, right? I'm gonna do this thing, I'm gonna do it. I fractured my kneecap. And I was in a cast from here all the way up to my hip. And that was at the time when AAU season was happening. So I had to miss that whole AAU season. So I was out for 3 months with a cast from my ankle to my hip. And you don't let it get you down. You just keep on going. So thank you guys for sitting up here. Thank you guys for for sharing in this moment with us. It's all about you guys. And so thank you and best of luck to you. Yeah?